Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willowbound Journals, and today I have a tutorial for you. I have got a whole bunch of these different envelopes from Globleland. I did an unboxing video on my channel, and now I'm going to start using these items to decorate them and use them for my junk journals. And I've got these lovely large craft ones, and I particularly like these ones too. The smaller size here, but I'm going to work in this video today with these ones here, and I'll give you some examples of what I've done with envelopes before and how I decorate them. So these ones I've just done some collage, vintage piano paper, music paper, and then some decorative pieces with stamp in the corner and just different layouts. And then this one, rather than decorating the whole background, I just added a doily, little label sticker to put the name and address, little vintage style piece in the background, and a stamp in the corner. So those are just some ideas for ways to use paper scraps and do actual, collage in the background. But this time I wanted to do something a bit different and maybe go for a bit more of a simple design. I still want to put the stamp in the corner. I really like that idea. So I've got these stamps here, and I'm just going to pull off one of them and put that there. And so then I thought I want something where you could have a place to write a person's name, or if it's to go in a junk journal, maybe put a label sticker over the top and write a quote, or I don't know, put something fun there for some journaling space. So I thought I've got a whole bunch of these coffee dyed doilies that I've prepared earlier. And I also thought I would want to put something maybe in the background, like this ribbon here, like that. And then my idea, once it's all decorated, is for these particular envelopes to put in a whole bunch of these fun goodies. So I'll show you. It's like a little ephemera pack to go with a journal, or just by itself, and tuck that in there. I've got 12 of these though, to go with some Edith Holden journals that I've made, so that there's an ephemera pack to go with each of those 12 journals. So I thought I want to decorate it a little bit more and than just a plain craft envelope. So I thought what we could do is just decorate it with these strips of lace ribbon, and we'll see how we go. So I'm just going to, let's see, put the glue along here and here, and this is when I'm going to need my tissue, because there's going to get glue everywhere. Okay, and the tissue just also pats the glue down when I get a bit glue happy. And then I think I did it a bit too high, but we'll know for next time too. And then I'm just going to add my doily on the top, and that will become sort of like my little label or journaling space, even though you could definitely put something over the top of this. And I thought, yeah, I'll start the base kind of thing for the decorations, and then whoever gets these envelopes, they can add more collage over the top here, or they can leave it as it is, put it into a journal if you have a bigger journal. Yeah, I think I like it. I kind of like how it looks like a present. So I'm going to do another one here, and I was wanting to try it with the green lace, so we'll try it with this one. And the other one looks a bit more vintagey. It's got cream in the center rather than the white, but I think I like both. So I wonder if I should do it on the envelope or here. Anyway, speaking of Globleland, I'll leave a link up to them below in the description box, and also a coupon code you can use for a discount. They have all different types of envelope packs and letter paper packs, plus stamps and die cuts and craft supplies, so feel free to check them out. And yeah, lots of fun to work with. I've got a whole bunch of pages from them, craft papers, that I'll be using as pages in my journals, or if I wanted, I could definitely place them in the envelopes as they were actually intended and use those for journals. Okay, so this is the one with the green lace. Let's have a look and see how that one turned out. So yeah, very, very simple, but I like it. And this one, we'll see which one I do, green or red for my base. And of course you could use other laces in the background. I think I want to do the green again for contrast actually. I'm really quite liking the green. It's more of a contrast. The red works as well because, you know, the craft paper lends itself to more of a vintage vibe. But I really like the contrast of the green, how it kind of shows up. It kind of reminds me of a present too. So it's, you know, getting towards Christmas time. And this is definitely reminding me of Christmas. It's like, here's the ribbon going across the present. And the fact that they're green and red is just reminding me of Christmas. So that is fun. And I've got like different coffee weights of paper. So I think I want to do like a lighter one for this, and then I'll do a darker one for the cream ribbon. So this is a fun project because I've had these Edith Holden journals made for quite a while now. But I just really wanted to get the ephemera pack to go with them, and I've been making tags and I've been making envelopes out of book pages and decorating them all, and just getting all this ephemera ready to stick into these envelopes, which I'm so glad to be able to use for this project. Whoops, keep bumping the frame. And I think these are going to be perfect for the little ephemera packs, because look at that, that looks so good. It's nice and compact, and I can just add that in with a journal. Okay, and I love these stamps. I'm just gonna put them all in the corner, just whatever kinds they have. Do I want to do red? I think I should just do another red and alternate, and hopefully use all of this lace by the end of this project maybe, because this year it's all about using the things. I think I would have already put out the video showing a printable with end of year fun things to do, and part of my plan is to try and really use all the things. So that's what I've been doing all throughout the year. But when it gets to the end of the year, I'm like, okay, even with this year I've been still hoarding some things, so now it's like, no, come on, you need to use those things. So I've been using up sticker sheets, I've been using up treasures that I've been saving, I've been using up printables that I've kept in my folder, just sitting there, forgotten. So using up lace here in this project, which is great, and just using them, because there's no point keeping them on my shelf forever when I do intend to actually use them for craft projects and for my journals. So for my tags and my envelopes that I made for these ephemera packs, I finally used some stickers, and I finally used different ephemera pieces for those that I've been hoarding, and I'm like, okay, now is the time. That's one of my little catchphrases for the year. I've got quite a few this year. If you've taken the Intentional Life course with me before, you know that I like coming up with a list of 10 personal principles each year or each few years, because sometimes from year to year they stay the same. But this year I've got a whole kind of new bunch of personal principles, and one of those is use the things, which is probably the main one. If I could only have one that represented this year, that might be it. And another one is now is the time. So I've been having fun using the things now. Do those things that you've always wanted to do. Now is the time, because there might not be a later. And I mean, one reason there might not be a later is because you've changed. So that's something that I realized when I was looking at all my things. Some of the things that I kept, I had grand plans for how I wanted to use them, but I'd kept them so long that when I looked at them again, I forgot what the plan was. Or I'd left it so long that I no longer wanted to do what I originally intended, because I've moved on in my style, in my creativity, and I no longer have the desire to use it the way that I originally intended, because too many years have passed. So that's, you know, some materials as well. Like, I'm not really into fabric as much anymore. I had a big fabric phase where I made a lot of fabric covered journals, and I used fabric a lot as embellishments in journals, but I'm not really interested in fabric the way I used to be. And so I was realizing, you know, I've got a whole stash of fabric that I've been hoarding because I always wanted to do some projects with them. But now too much time has passed because I'm not really into fabric anymore. So what was the point of keeping all that fabric? And that taught me, use it when you're inspired. Use it when you do have a plan, because things change. Your plans change and you change, your interests change. And so now I'm stuck with all this fabric that I'm not as passionate about. Not that I still do want to do something with it though, so I'm not going to part with it yet. But if I leave it even much longer and still don't do anything with it, I might have to bring myself to part with it, because it'll be easy by then, because I know now that's not something I feel like using anymore. So that was just like a little lesson for my own self, to use the things when you want to use them, right now, when you're inspired. Now is the time, you guys. Now is the time, because you just never know. We change. Our life situations change. You know, some people have to move, and before they know it, they have to sell all their stuff or give all their stuff away. So use it while you're inspired and while you can. All different things can happen that in the future we might not want to use them anymore, or we're not able to use them anymore. While we have our health, you know, I've heard of some people losing use of their hands and getting pain in their hands, and people having troubles with their sight and their wrists and their back pain and all that kind of stuff. All this stuff could happen, you know, and that I've heard people saying they can't craft anymore because of it. And so what a shame if you had saved all of these things and then you never got to use them because you kept putting it off and off and off, thinking, I'll do it later. But then when later comes, you're not able to, or you've lost the interest, or you've moved on into a different hobby or something. Or I think we've had this experience too, where we save the supply, but then it disintegrates because we've left it too long. Maybe it was too vintage, or the stickers didn't work anymore, the sticky back, or the stamps got too mangled in storage. Like, I live in a really warm place, and sometimes my supplies get destroyed by the heat. You know, I'll pull them out of storage and I realize, oh, they're all melted. They've melted, no. And so it's like, use the things now. And I really just hope in this video, if you get one message, use the things now while they give you joy and while you can. Because maybe later is not going to be a good time. And yeah, like I said, that's just a lesson that I've been learning myself. and I hope I can just pass on, you know, whatever I learn. I feel like it's a responsibility to pass on whatever we learn. Maybe I could come up with another sort of list, because I'm always a list maker. A list of responsibilities I feel like I need to pass on. One is the lessons that we learn. I believe that we're here to pass on the lessons that we learn. One is, I think we have a responsibility to know ourselves so that we know where we fit best and can contribute to the world the best we can. I believe we have a responsibility to treat people well, no matter how they treat us, even if they attack us or, you know, whatever. Of course, you know, keep yourself safe and put up boundaries and all that kind of thing, but it never gives you a right to attack someone else, or bully someone else, or say bad things about someone else. No matter how badly they treat you, it still doesn't give anyone the right to treat them badly in return. Like, yes, remove yourself if you need to and defend yourself if you need to, but don't attack them, don't hurt them. You know, treat people well. I believe we've got a responsibility for that, and I believe we've got a responsibility to treat ourselves well too. And sometimes we're not very good at that. we have negative self-talk, and we put ourselves down. And when I hear that now from people, it kind of makes me grimace or something, because I'm like, no, don't say that about yourself. One, it's not true, and two, don't hurt yourself like that. I don't like seeing people be hurt or in pain, and when you're doing it to yourself, it's like, no, that's so unnecessary. Please don't do that. But, you know, we're all on our own journey, and just hope that everyone knows how amazing they are and how amazing other people are, even though we can do things sometimes that aren't great, and other people can do things sometimes that aren't great, because we're all human, and because of upbringing and all that kind of stuff. But we can still do our best to, you know, love each other and be there for each other, while also putting up our own boundaries. So I did not know we'd get into that tangent, but anyway, I'm just having fun adding all of these. So I need to make 12. I've got 12 Edith Holden journals ready to go, and I've got all the ephemera collected. I just have to finish some of the handmade ephemera, and then I can stick them all into these envelopes. But yeah, points being, I need to make 12 of these envelopes, and then I might make a few more just because I like having extras in my stash that I can always use. And then, yeah, finally I can share those Edith Holden journals. They're taking up space on my shelf. That's another thing. I need to share all these journals, post them, put them up in my Etsy, so that I can free up some space as well. So let's have a look how many I've got. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 4 more to go, but I see we're almost at the 20-minute mark, so I better stop the video here before it gets too long. And thank you so much for watching and spending some time with me. Hope you enjoyed this very simple crafty project. I love that they look like presents. They kind of remind me of Christmas. But yeah, I've got this type of stamp. I intentionally used that because the Edith Holden journals are, you know, nature, floral, botanical journals. So that ties in with that theme, and all the goodies tie in with that theme as well inside. So thank you so much for watching. I'll finish off the rest off camera. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys. Big special thank you to my beautiful patrons who supported me in the month of November. If you would like to become a patron and get access to my journal making series videos and other videos and printables and every single digital kit from my Etsy, you can click the Patreon link down below in the description box to join that. if you would like to become a YouTube member where you get access to extra videos and member requested videos right here on YouTube, not over on my Patreon website, then there is a join button you can click below this video but above the description box. And if you're looking for some journaling inspiration or something to kickstart your journaling, I also have a whole bunch of journaling courses, including the Intentional Life course, and that I run all year long for anyone who would like to join. So the information is down below for that in the description box as well. And those are all different ways that you can support what I do here over on YouTube and with Willowbound Journals.